Well, here we go. 2012 Malibu. Don't mind the hood already popped because we're going to get to work here. This car, you can't do a ton to make it run any better. It is the 2LT model. It is pretty base to a certain extent. It's not the base cloth seats. They did start doing the USB ports. Pretty base mirror, doesn't have the home link. There's different things that came LTZ that this doesn't have, like digital climate control, which I prefer this. One thing though I am gonna do here today is switch out the steering wheel. You can see it is a factory like rubbery, and let me show you what I got here, but it does have all the buttons on it, which is nice. Not just the cruise, but it's got the radio controls here. I mean, there was just different things that made LTZ, and you can do some of them to upgrade your car, but others you can't, just based on wiring and all that. So what we're gonna do here is switch this out to a LTZ steering wheel, and from what I've read, most of these steering wheels, which are GM corporate at the time, every car seemed to have it. They just changed the badge in the middle, which is flimsy tin. Don't try to pop that off and put a new one in. It'll just bend and break. But from what I've read, I mean, you could even put a Corvette steering wheel on here if you wanted to. So we're gonna get into this here, and let's have a little fun with this. First step though is disconnecting the battery because we're gonna be messing with the airbag. So here's what we got. I found this right here on eBay from a dealership, brand new, never been used. It is almost dustier and dirtier than mine with 25,000 miles on it. So once it's in, we'll give it a good cleaning in that. But as you can see, everything should transfer over and plug in. The airbag I'm not worried about. The connector in here, that should go, but we'll make sure, and if it doesn't, then that's that. The one wild card here, which I think I already know the answer, but who knows. This has the paddle shifters, if you see, right there and there. My Malibu did not come equipped with paddle shifters. That was a mid-range, early range Malibu thing. Mine is actually down here on the shifter, not that I use it. So you pop it into M mode, manual, and then you shift with that. Odds are these are never gonna work. You can remove them somehow. Gosh, look how dusty that thing is. But I don't know if I'm gonna even screw that. I'm almost gonna leave them on there just out of curiosity, because if they magically work, that would be so funny. But I'm gonna doubt they work, and it really could just turn into a fidget for me to play with while I drive there. Who knows? So first order of business, like I said, negative battery cable, then we'll start taking off this steering wheel and the airbag and all that stuff. There are some little holes here, which you can kind of see right about there if the lighting is good enough. That's what releases your airbag, but yeah, we'll get this going. So that wasn't the easiest of things to do, getting that airbag out of there. You went through the holes, but then like, these little metal brackets are what you're pushing on, and they're not very flexible. I hate messing with airbags. So that's pretty much it. You push through and pull on it at the same time, and then you're good to go. So that's all in there. Hopefully that's the end of it, and we'll see here. But now I'm gonna disconnect this, get everything taken apart here, and I'll kind of update you as we go. But we got to take the airbag off of there, and then that's the next part, is the bolt holding the steering wheel on. So here we go. Airbag is out. Every time I mess with one of those, I feel like I'm playing with a bomb, but it seemed okay. These connectors are, you pull up on that bit comes up, and then you kind of squeeze in on these a little bit to, let me see if that shows up, but those get squeezed in and they pull off the airbag. Purple and gray, there's only one per side. You can't really mess them up, and I don't think they'll even fit each other because they both have different connector ends on them. As you can see there, they're different. So those will only go back into the correct spots. Now I'm going to work on this wire here, which should just disconnect because I'm just looking at my steering wheel there. And then from there we have our nut there, and that ought to do it, but we'll see here. As you start to take this off, you kind of get it. This is the same connector that's on the one over here, and you just kind of remove it from the connector that's going to stay. It's a little dark, but there's a connector there that basically comes out of there, and then this goes with the wheel. The airbag stuff, that's going to stay because that is attached to the stuff back in there. Clock spring, all that stuff is in there. Now we're going to move on to the bolt, and that should do it. I mean, other than the bolt, that's all that's holding it to the car now. There's no wires, no nothing else. Now it'll be interesting to see, because this, I don't believe my factory setup is pinned for the paddle shifters, but you know, there's a whole lot of wires running in there. I'm sure some of them match, because they say a lot of this stuff just magically works again. So fingers crossed, that's the trick. The wheel is probably going to fit just fine. It's more the electrical stuff that's the worry, but everything looks very, very similar, so that's nice. So this is the 20mm nut. It really wasn't that tight. I mean, it didn't take much torque at all to remove it. According to the internet, this wheel doesn't require a puller, but we'll see. If it does, I have one. If not, it's everybody says just give it a firm pull and it'll pop right off. So we'll see here. And that's what it took. Just a couple taps with my fist and it came right off. So there's what we're looking at. Now, I will say here, this stuff was right at the top, and you can see it does move. My Trailblazer was the steering wheel just fit kind of one way. It didn't really, like, you know, you couldn't put it on crooked, so we'll see how this one goes. But I've kept it pretty lined up. This was right through the top. These kind of lined up on the bottom down here. And we'll see here, but time to reinstall. So precisely exactly as I said, all as I planned it. Okay, so these two little nubbins right down there, those kind of center it right on there. The connector's right where it was before. I fed the airbag wires through, and from what I can tell, the splines only line up one way, which is nice. So now we're going to reinstall our nut, torque it, connect the wires up. Hopefully it all works. I mean, now what's funny is this one is dated 2008. So this is an older one. I mean, this thing's been sitting around, gosh, 2008. We're coming up on nearly 20 years this thing's been sitting on a shelf. So assuming it's for a Malibu, I don't know, but we'll see. And that's all she wrote. It is in and working. So I put the airbag in. That actually, you just line up the pegs and, you know, put it back with the wires connected. Connected the wiring. It fit one way. It had no issues there. And that's it. It is as easy as I planned on, and then some. The only trick was removing the airbag was a little more difficult than I expected, but after you kind of figure out how it works, it's not horrible. Cruise works fine. You can see our buttons light up. That is magical. The radio,
Gossman and Miller are the stars.
That works. Changes presets, does all that. You probably can't see that because of the refresh rate. It'll even mute. That works. And paddle shifters. The verdict is in. They don't work. I tried flipping this to the M, tried doing it where you can shift up. It's funny, they're only pluses. I have never driven a GM car with this and used it. So I assume they're only going up on either way, and there's no way to shift down. Like, you would think it'd be a positive and a negative, but they don't do anything, and that's fine. I didn't get it for that. I mean, yeah, you could say run wires, do all that, but no thank you. I don't care. I don't even use the M mode down here with the plus minus here. But either way, I mean, I'll tell you what, these things are anywhere from brand new, 150 to 50, 60 bucks on the low end, brand new on eBay. Now, if you really want to do it on the cheap, I don't know what these run at a salvage yard, but I mean, it's something. It's super easy to do, super simple if you like that upgrade, and that's that. I mean, now you got a nice leather wrap steering wheel in the car, and it's gonna, to me, improve my enjoyment of this car. So thanks for watching. If you are looking to upgrade this style of the corporate GM wheel, this will pretty much work on a lot of different cars. But yeah, it's super easy. And if you would like my factory rubber wheel, let me know. I will sell it to you. I don't need it anymore. So it's only got 25,000 miles on it, as you can see there. It's like new. So all right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Subscribe for more at Rubber City Motoring, and hit that like button if this helped you out. We'll see you later. A little bonus footage here for you. After nighttime showed up, I wanted to make sure this worked out. So the Malibu is very green inside. If this translates, I know my camera isn't the best at low light, but lots of greenish. There's even these little, like, you know, they kind of, you know, illuminate your area down there with those. The doors, there's a little green light inside the door handle. Even I mean, everything's got a green tint to it. So you could feasibly find any steering wheel that works, but you do run the risk, let me turn the light on here, of these lights being white. Now my HHR had white on those. And I know this because obviously I remember it, but when I went to buy a replacement one of these, like, just because the button was a little worn, I had to make sure I got the right one, because, you know, you don't want a green one and a white one or whatever. Now, if you don't care, that's fine. But this one, being for a Malibu, it did have the green illumination on the back. Again, I double checked. The paddle shifters don't work. I tried at different speeds, things like that. I just don't think it's going to happen, and that's fine. I don't really care. But, and somebody online did say you can remove those if you don't like that sitting there just to do that. But, I mean, whatever. So, yeah, I mean, you can see everything is sort of green in here, and the new steering wheel lights kind of match everything, which is slick. So, that's our bonus thing there. Again, you can run whatever wheel fits, works, whatever, that's fine. Just be aware the lighting, if you want it to match, because you could have a white. Now, I guess up on the gauges up there, you do have some white, so it wouldn't be too off, but whatever, to each his own. So, all right, now we're officially ending. Thanks for watching this little upgrade. We'll see you next time, and if you do this, let me know below. Well, we'd love to hear from you and what you converted to, because it's kind of a fun little upgrade. All right, see ya.